Hello one and all, and welcome back to Campaign 10 Divine Fervor. I am your host as always, Virinity Void. This here is part 14. We're getting right back into the thick of things. So, if you want a recap of what happened in the last part, I don't do those anymore because we got things to get to right away. If you want to know what happened in the last part, why things are the way they are, please go back and watch what happened previously. For now, I have to get to some national ideas. So, who's one I have not touched on in a while? I think I did Shimabara actually early on. We will do some Shimabara today, and we will do, let's see, we'll figure out another one to do afterwards. But so, well, actually, we can do the final 3 ideas because we did Shimabara. We did 4 already. So let's finish them off. So Shimabara's 5th national idea is Zealous D. Our state requires an army of utmost Christian values, and the only way to achieve this is to ensure strict control and routine. Discipline plus 5%. For samurais is their 6th national idea. Samurai aren't inherently religiously tied to the devils. They are a cultural concept that we can baptize into the holy water and turn into something more holy. Cavalry combat ability plus 20%. The final national idea of Shimabara turned Japan is Kirishitan, Christ unites us all. As Japan stands united, one thing can be sure. Though we suffered through hardships and experienced many tragedies, the light of Christ eventually saved us. We may enter a more holy, more pious future as a united holy people. Stability cost modifier minus 20%, and their ambition is cost of reducing war exhaustion minus 20%. So I would say that Shimabara is pretty well-rounded. The only thing they kind of lack in their national ideas is diplomatic options. But other than that, they got some naval stuff. They have some nice military buffs, as well as some administrative stuff like stability cost modifier minus 20% and reducing war exhaustion cost. So, you know, Shimabara has the recipe for a solid campaign, and honestly, they won the Thunderdome, and they've been pushing and pulling in the Korean Peninsula as well as Manchuria. And not only that, in Borneo, they're finally winning. So, Shimabara's national ideas have really been helping. Anyways, back to the heat of the action that we saw at the end of the last part, which was Sufan Buri going after Guanseo, and then Li Yue backing up Guanseo. And it seems as though Sufan Buri may have gotten themselves into a little bit of a hot situation they didn't mean to, because while they have an edge in discipline, they don't quite have the morale, and they win in tactics. What they don't win in, though, is quantity. The others may be a little bit technologically behind, but if that's not going to matter if Sufan Buri cannot reinforce their military. It's as simple as that. They don't have the manpower to stop Guanseo and Li Yue from coming through. Sometimes it's that simple. If you declare a war and you don't have enough manpower reserves, you can find yourself into a really, really bad situation. Sure, oh no, Sufan Buri lost that battle over here. I thought they were gonna win. My bad. And the siege ability of Li Yue is mighty fine. Oh, it was raided by cavalry. See, stuff like that I think needs to happen more, especially in less developed provinces or whatever. It's like, oh, you have the option to raid at the cost of some manpower and reduce the defensiveness of this fortification. Could be an interesting thing, but how often would it happen? I don't know. Part 2 is going after Akan once more. Bullying the West Africans. Current wars. Bospor. Yeah. I don't think there's really anything new from the last part. At least not yet. Columbia is still going after Cascadia again. We'll see if Columbia can dedicate enough to take on my child. I don't know if Cascadia really built any forts. There is a map mode for forts, right? Tell me there is. There is. There is no forts down here. There's some up here in the northwest. Some all across America there are forts, but as far as like the California area to just below the Great Basin Wasteland, there's not really much. What is it called? Arizona, Apacheria, the Colorado Plateau. There's nothing. Not even in the Sonora area. So it's really whoever wins the battles kind of occupies the land. What is the war for? Is it an imperialist war? It is the reconquest of Mayo. Okay. So they have it down. Colombia has it sieged down. And on the face of things, Colombia should win because they have more troops and they have better military technology. Try as you might, Akan, it's... no, they're not even trying anymore. Partu is just gonna run a train through everything. And Akan is kind of broken now. Like they have been split into two halves, and there's not the administration and the military of Akan land is failing actively in the face of Partu aggression. Jaunpur is getting divvied up. And Suphanburi's capital's gone down. Suphanburi, you got yourself into this mess. You have to know that this shit was coming. Or it was a possibility. Oh, Lord. Oh, is Ieyasu dead? Ieyasu is dead. Finally, one of the members of the Thunderdome is knocked out officially. Oh, and Tendai is too. They got knocked out too. It took them centuries. But that's what happens when you get exiled. You can still survive, you can still be that thorn in the side, but you'll never quite be a winner again. I mean, you could say like Takigawa and Akechi, you know, they've been kind of a winner. They've been expanding even out after they got exiled, but really, like, Shimabara has been on their ass a little bit ever since. So, it depends on how you want to see it. Pegu under siege, Li Yue is carrying Guanseo to victory. And Suphanburi just can't handle the weight. They just can't handle the weight. And Kamai might get rebellious after this. They might get rebellious. Dundar once again going after my boy, the Gurids. And the Gurids are facing Armenia as well, so... Yep. Although the Gurids were winning this one. Oh, they were attacking Armenia. Okay, I got it. So they were winning over here, and then Dundar saw that, hey, you know, they're busy again. There's no truce. Oh, why not? Oh, boy. Oh, Livonia is attacking Lebanon. Now this I like to see. This is an interesting one. Because if Livonia wins, which I think they have a very good chance at winning, they could be kind of like the new inheritor of the Black Sea. Oh, this could get even more interesting than I thought. Cascadia, my child, is trying to rally, but... Oh, God. America. Why do you have to pile on? Oh, they're allied with Colombia. That's why. Well, I know the outcome of this war. I got it. And I wonder how much Part 2 is going to take from here. Papacy... The attacker against Akanland. Okay. Oh, the Papacy is allied with Part 2. That's why. That's why. Dundar annexed a huge chunk of the Gurids. And the Gurids, like... they can't really fight Armenia now. They can't. Just like that entire war that Dundar just waged just took out the legs beneath the Gurids. It's that simple. Guanseo taking a fair chunk out of Suphanburi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces. Sure, they're not the best development, but it's sending a message. It sends a message that, you know, Guanseo not dead. Not when Li Yue is kind of propping them up, you know. And Vononeria, they are still active. They're still chilling. Viti Levu, it is good to have you once again. Happy to see you. Hawaii, you are still chilling ever so slightly. Not even slightly, full on. Ain't nothing wrong with Hawaii. Did you retake Mayo? You didn't even retake Mayo. What was the point? I don't even need to see, but I know that like there's just America cannot be stopped in North America. They can't. Ugh. Double the ugh. Part two. I think you can piece them out. I think they have suffered enough. That's just my guess, though. It's completely on you. Whenever you're done. You're done? Okay. I'm not gonna say anything about that. You, the viewer, take a look at that. At this stretch of pink. Although part 2 let Gaeldom go. Huh. Part 2, I don't know why you did that, but you're not paying attention to your rebels. That'll do it. That'll do it indeed. Lebanon, and this is an imperialist war, so Livonia is going to need to come all the way down to Saida in order to gain war score. So, yeah. Good luck, Livonia. Good luck. Orenburg Cossacks. Defender? You're going to a war against Anatolikon? Did Anatolikon... What? Colombia? Why are you going after Anatolikon in imperialist war? Their capital is at Gallipoli. That I don't understand that. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, we're gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna keep on going. What is this? Oh, wait. Takigawa is going, the Japanese conquest of Suwon. And Suwon is right over here, right? It's somewhere. No, nonsense. Okay, it is. So Takigawa has Suwon. Japan is attacking for it, and Takigawa is allied with Powo, Toyotomi, and Toyotomi's colony. And Japan is allied with Ihiri and Li Yue. So Li Yue is immediately curtailing Takigawa's main, their capital, really. Japan is over here taking down Suwon. Powo, I fear that Li Yue is gonna have your ass. And not only Li Yue, but Ihiri. They're gonna be coming through as well. Soon enough. And what? The Nationalist War. Oh, that's right. Akechi has land down here. I forgot. Akechi went to Sri Lanka. Well, Akechi, you kind of asked for that, so Satavahana is going to come up there after you. And, yeah. Powo, I think you just made the wrong ally here with Takigawa. Because of that, you're now fighting troops that are 3, 4, 5 military techs ahead. So, yeah. The military movement speed is going to be really nice to avoid fights, but you can't avoid them forever. Ihri is at your capital, brother. What other wars do we got going on? Salento's going after the Heavenly Kingdom of, or Heavenly Empire. Pangasinan going after Cebu and failing. Mutapa going after the remnants of Lunda, and Colombia doing shenanigans because yes. I'm not sure why this was released. Why did you release that? But sure, America, do your thing. Average Land still survives, but by a thread. By a singular thread. Mondstadt doesn't look like they're really interested in any wars. They have allied Gaeldom, so Partu is not getting Gaeldom back. The Gaels live free today under the Gordon dynasty. Livonia did not win against Lebanon, evidently. There's no land exchanged, but it sent a message as to Livonia's future ambitions. Armenia is being attacked by Lebanon once again. We can anticipate what's going to happen there. Ihri successfully sieged down the capital of Powol. And Takigawa is this is a complete loss. This is a complete and utter loss. Cebu took some land in China from Pangasinan. And Shimabara showing off its naval competency once again, landing a full army at Toyotomi's capital, and they're going to work. They are going to work. Well, it seems like the remnants of the Thunderdome are being finally put down. I think Japan has finally cemented that they're winning the long game in terms of what happened. It took centuries of doing, but the the exiles of the Japanese Thunderdome are being reined in. Akechi's going to be the hardest to rein in, obviously. But, like clockwork, Japan is after it. They are absolutely doing their work. The Japanese Akechi Nationalist War. Takigawa did lose Suwon, but they still have quite a bit of land. Powol, did you lose any land? I don't think you did. Oh, they lost one province. And Takigawa also lost a province there. Ihri, they didn't gain any land from Takigawa, but Takigawa used to own a hell of a lot more, but Liyue, that powerful alliance with Japan, it does work. It does work. Lebanon took a huge chunk out of Armenia, and Mondstadt's coming knocking, Livonia. Mondstadt has come a-knocking. And Livonia cannot answer. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like by the end of this campaign, by about the 1860s, Mondstadt is going to essentially reach toward Muscovy. Or Moskva. Like, this is it's not Wessex level of domination, not yet. But it could get there. It could get there. Oh, Lord. Hey, Duvach's back. Hey, what's going on? How you been? You're Protestant, too. Okay. I forgot Salento is Protestant. They are the only surviving Protestant nation in Europe. Granted, there are Protestant communities elsewhere, because Livonia is not converting them. Can Lebanon form Arabia? I'm curious. I think they can, but Salento is in the way. No, they cannot. But they get, I thought they got Arabian missions. They do not. they can, but they don't need to. Maliki scholars, syncretic faith of Coptic. That's a really good fucking syncretic faith, actually. Lebanon, you know what you're doing. I mean, it's probably also out of convenience because there's so much Coptic land, but it's like, you know what you're doing. That's a lot of siege ability, that's a lot of defensiveness. Hey, Moskva is under siege. Livonia is perishing. Their military is absolutely being rolled over. Mondstadt, it's just win after win after win. What is this? Guanseo is going after Po. Whoa, we didn't see this. Po also has no allies, unfortunately, and Guanseo wants to do a 1v1, which I think they're gonna win because Po is 4 military techs behind. I mean, just looking at the lineup, Guanseo has more discipline, has more morale, way more tactics. Almost a full point of tactics more. Pangasinan is now left to mainland China. Cebu owns almost all of the Philippines. Japan stands in the way, but that's not really going to matter. Toyotomi is bending the knee to Japan, paying tribute, and Japan is making mincemeat of Akechi. Akechi just can't muster enough forces to stop Ihiri as well as Japan. Your time outside of the Thunderdome has been nice, but it's time to finally submit. Salento's going after the Gurids as well, and I mean, considering Muscovy's in on this as well, the Gurids are going to die. That's the long and short of it. Sangvisferi is allied with Lebanon. Retia, somehow still alive, is a junior partner to Kiev, or has the junior partner of Kiev. But these are minor powers. These are very, very minor. Brandenburg has their independence guaranteed by Lebanon, but if Mondstadt comes and attacks you, Lebanon, you're gonna give up. You're gonna give in. This is probably gonna be a shorter part this time because I do want to sleep a little bit early. I have things to wake up for, and this is the last thing I am doing before I go to bed, so I don't even remember what year we started in. 1730 something? We'll go to like, we'll see. 1765, 1770, somewhere around there. What are the current wars like? Santa Mahana, Akhtemachi, Duvatsha, Salento. Wait, what? Oh, the alliance finally broke. Oh no, the alliance finally broke. Oh no, Salento. Duvatsha is allied to, it looks like Salento was trying to vassalize Duvatsha. Mondstadt wants that land of Corsica, and Salento said, no, this is where I draw the line, Mondstadt, you need to stop this shit. Salento, you don't know what you just did. You just gave Mondstadt a free pass into Italy and the Balkans. Oh. The Second Lebanese Bosporan Imperialist War, so Lebanon going after Bosporus. I'm going to take a sip of my water here. Gotta stay hydrated. And the papacy gained some land from Livonia. Mondstadt has taken over most of Scandinavia, and they have made some headway into the Baltic. And you know what? Because they're done with Livonia, guess what? Salento's being overrun. Literally. The forces of Mondstadt are just spilling over and painting the land cyan. Salento, you helped cultivate this beast. You knew what was going to happen. And then Dundar, yeah, it's Akdemachi. It's an imperialist war, but Akdemachi's capital is in the Canaries, so good luck. Colombia allied with Sulacet and Illinois, aka America. And Powell, they only one fort to siege down. Guanseo does not seem to be super intent on pushing, or maybe they just can't. They just don't have the manpower and forces to push deep into Powell. Because I mean, Powell's losing this battle, but Guanseo's losing a lot of troops that they have to eventually reinforce. Good luck reinforcing enough to take on Powell's capital for a sustained period of time. You need a little bit more oomph in your army. And wow, Japan slapped Akechi hard. Super hard. Like, we're gonna look at the diplomatic map. Akechi owned so much, and Japan just ripped it all away. Well, not all, but most. And like, that's intense. Look, Japan can't even core all of the things they took. I'm not even gonna count how many provinces. But this is a serious fucking statement. Like, Shimabara, it is the dominant Japanese tag at this point. There is no competition for that top spot. The throne belongs to Shimabara. Guanseo pieced out Powo, and Powo gave up quite a bit of land, but it wasn't valuable. Oh no, that's a 19 development province. But it only produces wheat, okay, or grain. So, a little bit of development there, but it's not super crucial. The only crucial thing is this province in Yongning, the former capital of Yongning. So, it's a small, but I would say it is a good gain for Guanseo. Powell needs to find an ally, though. Like, if you can ally Dundar or Satavahana, that would be great. That would be fantastic. But I don't know if that's a real possibility. Muscovy is at war with the Ghurids. Lebanon... they are at war with Lebanon because Muscovy is allied with Bosporus. Got it. And also Bosporus is at war with Livonia. Livonia is taking out their anger from losing on Bosporus. And you can see how much Salento lost. They lost a lot. And even some land in the Balkans. And hey, Partu, you're on the chopping block too. There's no mercy from these Germans. What? Duck, why are you forcing us to play Genshin Impact? That's my question, you know? And let's see, the American conquest of some province? What is that? Oh, okay, Fontaine is allied with Partu, that's why. Average land is being annexed by Colombia actively, and Colombia is not gonna have any mercy. As we all know. And Partu's defenses, as stalwart as they might be, this is not the 1400s and 1500s anymore. The armies have advanced in quality, Partu. You gotta fight them face to face. In terms of the stats, you know, you have the discipline, Partu. You suck in morale in comparison. Tactics are about the same. So, pound for pound, you deal more damage, Partu. But Mondstadt has almost triple the amount of troops you have. Can you really withstand the onslaught of Mondstadt? It's not looking like it. That's 2 stack wipes, part 2. Oh, dear lord. It's not... Ugh. Just barely. Part 2 just barely edges out Mondstadt. And they have a lot of manpower reserves, which is great. But... good luck. All I gotta say is good luck. They have a lot of resources to draw upon, which is great. But... look at how many resources Mondstadt has to draw on. It's just, this is gonna be rough, friend. This is gonna be very rough. They get additional enemy attrition, right? I think they, yeah, attrition for enemies +2. Oh my god. Like Mondstadt, they're taking loss after loss, sure, but it's just like they can handle it. They got 600,000 manpower in reserves, and part 2 just has what? They can draw on everything they can, but Mondstadt is just gonna dominate. They can if Mondstadt dedicates all their military to Iberia, part 2 is just dead in the water. There's no getting around that. It's not like part 2 can block the strait and handle over here because their capital is right here. And it's an imperialist war, so... Oh, no, it's Finistre. It's right. It's this province right there. So it's even worse. I salute you, part 2, for standing up against Mondstadt, but it is futile. What wars do we got going? Haiti is on the side of part 2, and so is Lebanon. Alright, Lebanon, good luck. Bosporus is an OPM. Huh. Damn. Byzantium, the last holdout, once of Anatolikon, and now of Bosporus. Damn. Alright, no, Anatolikon lives on. Lives on in exile. But for how long? How long, I wonder? How long until you peace out, part 2? Because it's just... we see what's going on. We see the brutality of Mondstadt. The capital is about to go down. Like, look how little attrition they even take here. Terrain resilience, 40% professionalism. It's just... it's so little attrition. And the defensiveness breaks down too. Each siege takes 44 days. Previously, it would have taken like, what, 50-something? 60-something days? Like, this isn't the 1400s or 1500s anymore. Part 2, that defensiveness is... it's not worth nearly as much, unfortunately. As soon as that capital goes down, I have to imagine part 2 is going to be looking for peace. And even the Isles are under threat too, because Gaeldom, with a little amount of forces, they're going in too. Even America is piling on, because part 2 is allied with Fontaine, and America is going after this province right here. For some reason, they're not transporting to take on Fontaine, but they're transporting to occupy part 2's land, which is very weird to me, but okay. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to do my own thing as the observer. I think we'll go to 1778, 1779, somewhere around there. Lebanon is trying to make a thrust into Mondstadt, but Lebanon, it's... I like that you're sticking it out for your friend. You're trying to be there for them. Mondstadt is gonna say fuck you and stab you. Like, it's... I think we both knew this was coming, Lebanon. Like, I think we both knew that Mondstadt was gonna come through the Balkans and start taking names. It's a valiant effort. It's a valiant effort fighting at Gallipoli. There was no shot. Mondstadt has like a casual, like 200, 250,000 right over here. They're chilling. And they can just gonna mosey on through Lebanon's land. You know, we're just chilling. They have not lost. Mondstadt has also not lost its hegemony. Ever since they claimed it, they have not lost it. This is giving them so much extra power. That development cost modifier, that governing capacity, that production efficiency, that monthly war exhaustion. It's just... Jesus Christ. The Orenburg Cossacks are being annexed by Livonia, but they have allied Ihri, so Livonia has to come over here to knock down Ihri, and I think they're about to do that. And also Polwo, oh, actually, they got an ally in Sufanburi, okay, and Takigawa. But Sumeru, Sumeru is going after Sufanburi in an imperialist war, because they sense Sufanburi was weak from Guanseo. Sufanburi has built up their military again because they've had time to rest. So they have 75k ready to do battle with Sumeru's forces. And then Polwo is in this as well. However, Satvahana and Dundar are in this as well. And I think they are tipping the scales in favor of Sumeru. The Hindus are, well, I mean, Dundar is Sikh. But the Hindus and Sikhs are banding together against the Vajrayana, the Theravada, and the Confucian. I'm just trying to see right now, like, where the wind is blowing, and yeah, Satvahana is going after Polwo's capital. Pegu has been sieged down. Sufanburi's capital could be under threat soon. Not entirely sure. Sumeru's main forces in this region, I'm not sure if they're trying to go for Takigawa. Livonia still making strides into Ihri, but the Orenburg Cossacks are taking back some of their land, or at least trying. You know, they're not giving up. And there you go. Because I wanted to see what the ending peace deal was going to look like. There you go. Partu owns about 2/3 of Iberia now, down from owning basically all of Iberia before. And Mondstadt has landed in the Isles. Cornwall has gained some of its land back. I don't think Gaeldom gained any land, but yeah. Partu is... They absolutely cannot fight Mondstadt in any sense, basically. Mondstadt still has more manpower after that war than when they started it. They gained manpower by fighting that war. That's insane. That's actually insane. Oh my god. And Armenia is almost dead. Muscovy has almost annexed them. However, Lebanon also took the sword to Muscovy and annexed their capital. So, you give and you take, I guess. I got a little bit of the sniffles, because I've been talking for a while. Sufanburi's capital is under siege by Dundar, and then Sumeru and Satvahana are here in full force. And it just seems like Polwo and Sufanburi are trying to clean up Polwo's homeland. But I mean, as you're getting this cleaned up, this is falling away. Not really sure. Not really sure this is the best that's gonna happen. Guanseo Toyotomi Imperialist War, because Guanseo wants the province of Hue. Or Toyotomi Takigawa Japan. Oh shit. Oh, because Toyotomi is a vassal or a tributary. So Guanseo, are you gonna be able to? Are you gonna be able to land over here, Japan? Naval prowess? I'm seeing a fleet. I'm seeing a fleet. No, never mind. Never mind. Ugh. I think we'll go to. I'll go to like August of 1768. And we'll chill from there. Sufanburi putting up a good fight, but Dundar just edges them out. Sufanburi's capital is gone. The fort at Tavoy is gonna go down. The only like Powo is relatively unscathed so far, but yeah, Sufanburi, those great advisors, they can't save you from the onslaught from the subcontinent. Ihri is suffering, trying to defend the Orenburg Cossacks, but Livonia is about to put down this Cossack army. And is it a stack wipe? It is not a stack wipe. This will be, though. No? I thought they would have stopped retreating there. But still, Livonia is assured to win that war. Sangvisferi is under attack by Raitia and Kiev. You're allied with Lebanon. Is Brandenburg helping you? No. Sangvisferi, you might just get annexed completely. None of your allies have helped. Shit. Oh boy. Mutapa is large and in charge. Semyon is the same way. They're also supporting the independence of Aktimachi, Australia, so we could have an Australia on our hands soon. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Powo's capital is under siege, and it seems as though Sumeru is gonna get everything they wanted in this war. So Satavahana grows, Dundar grows, and Sumeru grows. The tripartite alliance that is just dealing death in every direction. Meanwhile, in Europe, you have just one power, one axis, one singular axis, dealing death in every direction. Alright, August of this year, Sangvisferi's army has returned to unsiege their land. We'll see what they can do. Livonia has all but taken out the Cossacks. And there we go, August of 1768. Powo has peaced out. I don't think they lost anything, did they? No, they didn't lose anything. A good deal, I must say. So Sufanburi is going to absolutely get reamed, and we'll see what we'll see how that peace deal pans out in the next part. Anything going on over here? Guanseo's over there, but I have a feeling Japan is going to respond in kind. My boy Cascadia is going to die just a bleeding death, a gruesome death, because Colombia and America can't help but monopolize power. But I think we kind of anticipated that. Fontaine gained land back from America, so yay Fontaine, I guess. And Anatolikon, we'll see how long you survive. Anyways, without further ado, I think we can go look at the leaderboard. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, actually, there's a new institution. Let's take a look at that new institution real quick. Mondstadt, tell me where it spawned at. So we had industrialization spawn in Bregenz, so just injecting Mondstadt with even more power. They're on steroids as it is. I don't think you needed to add in like another dose of steroids, but sure, why not? Anyways, let's look at that leaderboard. In first place is Mondstadt, in second place is Livonia, in third place is Partu, in fourth place is America, in fifth place is Lebanon, in sixth place is Shimabara, in seventh place is Salento, in eighth place is Colombia, in ninth place is Sulacet, in 10th place is Dundar, in 11th place is Mutapa, and in 12th place is the Rocky Mountain Rangers. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next part.